Speaking about your trading expertise, can you tell me what do you think about the recent trends in the world of trading? I mean, particularly in manual trading, in algorithmic trading. What innovations do you see like on the horizon that actually could impact the traders at different levels?
Yeah, that's actually a good question because it's a very dynamic niche. It's a lot that happened in the last decade, especially with the cryptocurrencies, with so many platforms now, exchanges, different algo platforms, so many prop firms, so many brokers, and people get really confused like what to do. We see so many traders and students, they just want to start trading, they just want to make money, right? But because it's so much information, it's so much marketing, promotions, people get really frustrated. At one moment, they just ask me and my team from where we start, like what to do, right? And the trend, what I see as innovations is that what is quite interesting is that more and more people want to manage capital, more and more people want to trade compared to like 10 years ago, just because of all of that information. And especially with YouTube, it's so much free educational stuff, and everything is very accessible now. Everyone can open an account, everybody can have a live trading account, everybody can purchase a challenge, everybody can buy Bitcoin easily, right? So what I do both. Okay, I do manual trading and I do algorithmic trading. I invest in Bitcoin, I invest in stocks, in ETFs. I try to do all of it because I want to be familiar with everything. Um, but to be honest with you, I felt myself as a trader when I started algorithmic trading. Just before, when I was doing only manual trading, I felt I thought I was a good trader, but when I found out algo trading, I really realized what trading is, and I understood that many of the strategies I was using were not profitable because we now use a lot of different strategy builders, software, pieces of software, and that answers your question. Is that now there are so many pieces of software, there are so many builders, there are so many tools that the traders can use, because in the past we were reading books only, right? But now it's a lot of things that people can use. And for me, the newest trends are exactly the online apps, the builders that people can use to learn more about algorithmic trading and trading in general. And just to make it clear here, algorithmic trading doesn't mean necessarily that you have to trade with robots, right? Because that's the topic of today's webinar. So I will show a little bit later how a manual trading strategy is developed in the right way using algo stuff. But it doesn't mean that you have to trade it necessarily with robots. So we can trade it on any platform you wish with the very basic and custom indicators people know and can apply. So to summarize it, algo trading taught me and can teach many people how to trade manually. Just the tools that are available help a lot to improve manual trading. Yeah.
I see. Thank you. So yeah, it's true. I think that especially because of COVID, many people around the world, yeah, decided to change their job, to change their lifestyle. And I actually saw this situation when I was like communicating with many traders around the world. And now we have a lot of like new traders that want to enter this market and to join this profitable profession. And that's good
Exactly.
that like they know where to start and that you really help them to do it okay. And speaking about the risk management, because many people like think about that, oh, algorithmic trading, like how can I manage my risks? And how do you think, like what is your approach to risk management, both in manual and automated trading?
Yeah, that's a common question that I usually refuse to answer because you know of all of that. It's not I'm not an expert in risk management or an expert in trading, but the risk should be the same. It doesn't matter if you're trading manually or you're trading with expert advisors. The risk people should take, as that's what I always suggest, is a risk that fits you in your comfort zone, right? A risk that you're comfortable, an account that you are ready to lose, or money that you're ready to lose. And it doesn't matter okay, I'll share, because I appreciate everybody joining in the webinar. I'll share how I do it personally. I aim at risking no more than 1% per trade. So that's my rule. Doesn't matter if I do it manually, doesn't matter if I do it with robots, a few strategies in one account, a few assets, a few robots, one strategy, 1% per trade. That's it. If it goes wrong, I lose 1%. If it goes on a profit and I have a good risk reward ratio of let's say 1 to 2.5, I'm up 2.5%, right? 2 profitable trades, you reach 5%. 4 profitable trades, you pass the challenge. The good thing with the risk management actually changed a little bit with the prop firms, to be honest with you, because frankly, we are not risking a lot, right? What
Yep.
you can lose? You can lose the challenge. You can lose a few $100. Well, in the past, I lost, especially at the beginning when I was trading only manually. I didn't know algo trading. I didn't know how to backtest strategies. I've lost a lot of money and in manual trading, and I've lost my own capital, right? So it was thousands of dollars, which in the past was a lot of money for me. It's still a lot of money. $1,000 is a lot of money, but the very good thing with the prop firms is that now we know exactly the risk, what the risk is. You buy the challenge, and the worst thing can happen is to lose the challenge, right? That's the risk you're taking. And if you buy a 10K challenge, you're not risking $10,000 of your own. You're risking the price of the challenge. So the prop firms changed a little bit the mindset of the traders, because I feel that now the traders or the students, what we see, the subscribers in the academy, they are not afraid to lose, which is the right thing, because they know, let's say you decide to buy one challenge a month, and that's your risk, and that's okay. You know how much you're losing exactly, right? You're not losing $1 more if you're strict to purchase every month one challenge. So that's real. That makes it really easy. And but if it comes to risk per trade, I risk 1% per trade, and that's what we aim at the academy with my team. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. We can even compare trading with hunting. Yeah, the more bullets you have, the more chances you have to hit the goal. Because when you risk like 10% or like 20% in a trade, you have only like 5 or 10 attempts to reach your goal. But
yeah,
if you risk 1%, it means that you have like 100 chances to actually to achieve it. So yeah, I agree.
absolutely. Especially with prop firms, where you have a, let's say, 5% daily drawdown, you lose one trade, you have 4 more to go. If you lose all of them, then your strategy is wrong, right? If you have 5 consecutive losing trades, then you should look for another strategy. But people should be, what I like to say quite often is, be ready to lose big, right? Be ready to lose money. And I know that's not the thing people want to hear in a trading webinar, but accept the fact that sometimes you will lose, and decide how much you're ready to lose. If you're ready to lose, as I said, one challenge a month, then go for it, right? If you're okay to lose 5 challenges, then buy 5 challenges. It depends, of course, how much you earn. So it's a personal, but as I said, it's all about risking an amount that will be in your comfort zone, and you will sleep with a peace of mind, obviously. Yeah.
I see. Okay, let's move to the last question. Yeah,
okay.
And start the webinar. So you were speaking about like prop firms, and actually, what is important from your point of view to pay attention when you're choosing a prop firm?
Oh, that's that's probably the biggest challenge. For me, in the past, the challenge was to pass challenges, but now because we have plenty of strategies and robots, and I'm happy to have my team, and we are testing so many stuff. The real challenge now is to pick a good prop firm, right? Because we all know what happened. So with so many prop firms, people were scammed. So that's a real challenge. I'm a bit lucky or happy to have many subscribers and students in the academy. So we receive a lot of feedback from the people. Like if someone mentions, if I mention a prop firm, I'll immediately receive a lot of comments and feedback if that's a good prop firm or not, right? So I don't, I don't take chances. However, I'm very skeptical about all prop firms, to be honest with you. And I always suggest people to start and to test themselves with a small challenge, right? So whenever they start with a new prop firm, just buy the smallest challenge available. Try to see how it's going, compare the price quotes with the others. If you can pass the challenge, get funded, request a payout. If it's okay, they pay out, then you proceed with the high challenge. Don't jump with the highest challenges, and don't trust reviews over the internet, because obviously it's a lot of fake reviews. But as long as what I appreciate in companies like yours is that you show your face in front of the people and you say, okay, we are here, this is Oleg, my team, and you ask traders to join. That's a really good sign, and you have my applause for that, because most of the people are just hiding themselves, right? Whenever you find a prop firm and you don't know who's behind, even one person, then that's a scam. They don't want to show themselves, and it's not just on prop firms; it's on YouTube channels as well. I remember some time ago I was talking to one EA vendor who said to me, "Hey Petko, I'm very surprised you're showing your face on YouTube." And I was like, "Why not? Right? I'm not cheating anybody. I'm not hiding anything. I share my trading, so why not share your face?" That's the same with you guys. So well done. You're actually showing yourself. So that's a good sign. I believe that brings trust. At least for me, that brings trust. Yeah.
Thank you, Petko. Okay, so we can move on.
Okay. I have some questions for you as well. SabioTrade that I've never had the chance to ask you, but let's leave it at the end, if that's okay. I'm pretty sure people want to see more. People that join want to see more of what I'll show as a trading strategy. And as I've said at the beginning, there are a lot of tools that people can use. And as I said, with you see my screen, right, where I have the Sabio platform with the euro-dollar chart. Okay, cool. So as I said, algo trading taught me and teaches people how to improve the trading strategy and how to build it. It's like a lot of people, most of the people that come to us, they have a strategy, manual strategy. They saw it on YouTube, they saw it with some educational book, and because people are very good in selling, they think that strategy is profitable, right? You put the indicators over the chart, and you see here you will enter, there you will exit, and it looks like a promising strategy. But when you start using some tools, you realize that that's not the reality and your strategy is losing. That's how I realized most of my strategy. But I will just demonstrate it to you with a very simple strategy with one of the builders we use. It's called AI Studio. So that's a professional tools we use to backtest and to build strategies. So let's say we have a strategy with the envelopes indicator, right? And if you just add the custom or the default parameters, you can see that it immediately shows that's a losing strategy. Even if I add a stop loss of, let's say, 50 pips and take profit of 100 pips, which is a common sense that people want to trade 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. Still, that's a very losing strategy. There were nearly 5,000 trades, and all of those were losing, right? So the thing is, the default parameters doesn't always work, right? People think that with the default parameters, they will have a profitable strategy, but that's not usually the case. So you can see that, for example, if I stick to the default parameters, I will try to modify it in such a way, but I change the rule, right? So with the envelopes, which I'll show in a second, there are a few conditions. You can enter when the bar opens above the upper band. You can enter when the bar opens below the lower band. And see, if I click on accept, there was not a huge difference in this case. If I go to the bar opens below lower band, below lower band, there is a difference already. And I click on accept, you will see that there is a difference. And actually on the platforms, the standard deviation, I think with the envelopes, the default is 10, if I'm not wrong, or it's not 0.10. I'll just confirm that with you guys. Let's add the indicator on the Sabio platform. I think should be with the moving averages. Yep, here it is. So yeah, deviation is 10 and period is 15. That's by default. Okay, so this is how the envelopes look, right? There is a moving average around the price, and there is a deviation with two moving averages, one on the top, one on the bottom. That's with the default parameters, right? So if I increase it to 15, you will see that immediately there is a difference in the balance chart. So this is the back test for the last, what is it, since 2008. With every change I do in the parameters, I can immediately see if this strategy becomes worse or it improves. Right here, you can see that it starts improving a little bit, right? But I'll go back to 14 and I'll keep it 0.10. What I will change is the stop loss. I will start decreasing it. For example, I'll go to 40, I'll go to 30. You see there, with every change, there is a small difference. I'll go to take profit of 80, 75. Let's keep it at 75. So that's a risk reward ratio of 2.5, right? Now, this is still a very losing strategy, as you can see. What I will change is, all right, so I'll go to the indicator chart just to demonstrate how that one works, right? So there is a trade whenever there is a bar that opens below the lower band, right? So this is the band, the price goes below the lower band. Once there is a new bar, it opens a long trade. So that's kind of a swing trading strategy. At this opening, there is a stop loss, take profit on the top. Okay, but what happens if you enter a long trade and then immediately there is a bar that opened on the other side, right? Logically, we have to reverse. So if you have a signal, let's say two moving averages cross upwards, what happens when they cross on the other side? You need to reverse logically. And that's, I've been arguing with a lot of people about that, but I figured that out that you have to reverse based on a lot of backtests and play with these strategy builders. Because what happens is usually people believe so much in their trade and they fall in love with the trade. So if they bought euro dollar, they just believe it will go upwards. And even if they see the opposite signal, they have a long position, so they keep it, right? Which is wrong. If it reverses, then it's time to reverse. You don't need to stay in the trade. And I will show you, if I switch to reverse, that there is not a difference. Now I will, stay with me here, I will add one more indicator, and this is the MACD line. And I will use MACD line rises, and I will go for not 12, but I will go to 23. So, okay, do you see the difference now when I'm increasing the MACD? So here is this is the old balance chart, and this is the new one. So by default, it was 12, right? But once I start increasing it, I'll just click on accept so you can see the very huge difference, right? I will increase it actually a little bit more. 23. The slow, I will increase to somewhere about 40. I think the right value was 45. Yep, that's it. And now there are two indicators in the strategy. One is the envelope, the bar opens below the lower band. So we need to see that the bar drops below the lower band. Once there is a bar that opened below the lower band, we enter in a long trade, but only if MACD line rises at the same time, right? So now I'll go back to the reverse, just a second. Oh, no, sorry, guys, I need to add one more indicator. That's the exit rule. Okay, so we have now two indicators. One, I'll show you the trade. Okay, so here is a long trade. There was a gap overnight. There is a long trade once we have a bar that opened below the lower band. Right in here, the price goes below the lower band of the envelopes. And there is a long trade because at this time, the MACD started to rise. And in MetaTrader and in AI Studio here, the MACD line is the line that connects these bars on the MACD indicator. Let me pick one more example. I just want to see more clear example. Okay. So these are pretty fast trades. Just a second. Okay, so here it is. Here is a long trade. We have a new bar that opened below the lower band. And at the same time, the MACD line rises. So the confirmation is there and the trade was closed in the next bar and it exit. It's a quick trade, right? Now the exit indicator, let's just go back to the exit indicator. It's with a pin bar. So pin bar, you know what pin bar is, I guess, everybody, I hope so. So pin bars are those small bars that don't have a body. They have a tail and a wick, but in this strategy, we want to see a bullish pin bar formed. And as well here, I can control what should be the max body part. So if it's 8%, it's from the whole. So the tail and the wick are on the top, right? And the body's in the middle. And I can control how many, what percentage of the whole move. This is an hourly chart. So from the whole move, how many, what percent should be the body, right? And if usually I keep it at 5%, and I go to 30 to 45, 36, something like that, okay? So that's an exit whenever there is such a pin bar. So that's a pin bar, right? But there is no trade here. That's a pin bar. Very small body with a wick and a tail, gravestone doji or that one. It's a lot of pin bars always on the charts, but okay, so here is an example. There are a few examples here. That's a losing trade, right? I want to show you a losing trade as well. So the price went downwards. The price went below the lower band. MACD was rising at the same time. Stop loss is behind. Take profit is on the top. Stop loss is below. Take profit is on the top. And if I scroll a little bit more, just to look for some. Okay, here is that's the trade I showed to you. So here is the long trade, and this one hits the take profit. Now, if I apply this strategy, and I'll share with you from where you can download it for free and where you can download the robot for free. This strategy, this type of strategy is the only strategy I would trade manually. What I mean is, okay, so here is, let me show it to you. A long trade, hit the stop loss, take profit is on the top. So when you bar open below the lower band, MACD rises at the same time, stop loss, take profit. Stop loss 30 pips, take profit 75 pips. Next trade is profitable with 75 pips. So overall, I'm what? I'm 45 pips on profit, right? If you have a losing and a profitable trade, you're 45 pips on a profit. That is the only type of manual trading I will do, where you have a stop loss and a take profit. You see your entry conditions, which I will build in a second in right in here. You put your trade, you open your trade, you put your stop loss, you put your take profit, and you forget about it. Okay, you forget about the trade. You can use some exit indicators like what I showed with the pin bar. Whenever there is such a pin bar, you can exit the trade, but don't stay in front of the chart all day long and just wondering when to exit, because this is where you will put emotions in trading. If you're on profit, you'll get greedy and you'll say, oh, today I'll pass the challenge. Today I will leave this trade open, and it goes on a profit and boom, it goes on a loss because you don't have an exit, right? You didn't decide when to exit. So the exit is halfway, or it's half 50% of the trading. It's not just to enter the trade, it's also how to exit it. And for me, with the time, I found that the best way to exit the trade is to put a stop loss and a take profit, because this eliminates emotions. Okay, so as I said, with the envelopes, it's 14.10. Let me show it to you how that would look like on the platform. Right, so that's the envelopes. We have it in here. I will add as well the MACD, which should be popular, I guess. Yep, that's it. So the MACD, I said I increased to 23 for that strategy. That is 45. And I'll click on accept. That's the MACD below. So yeah, as I mentioned, on some platforms, the MACD line is the connection of the bars here. But in this case, with SabioTrade, the MACD line is the blue line over here. Okay, that goes above and below the signal line. Okay, so if we enter in a trade, but let me actually modify the envelopes, which is added. So I'll just change it from here. Deviation is 0.10 and period is 14, I believe, for the strategy. What did I say? Yeah, 14. Okay, click on apply. Okay, so you might not see the envelopes, but it's here. I'll just zoom it so we can see, right? When this deviation is small, the two moving average is very close to the middle one. Okay, so now what happens, for example, this is today, right? Or the last, what is it, the last few days. Once the price goes below the envelopes, the lower band of the envelopes, and they are very close here, I put a long trade. Okay, and this is how you can apply that strategy manually. Okay, so the first bar that opened, do you see it, or should I zoom a little bit? Okay, I'll zoom a little bit so we can see. The first bar that opened below, that was a bullish candle. Then the first bar that opened below the envelopes is this one. Okay, price is 111.17. This is where you have to put 30 pips stop loss below. Right, 30 pips stop loss below is approximately 111.18, 110, what is it, 87? You can help me guys here, but anyway, it's somewhere below here, right? 30 pips of a stop loss, and you put take profit of 75 pips, which from 111.18 is 111.92.3. And actually, it hit it perfectly right in here. 111.92 to be precise, 111.92, somewhere in here, okay? And you see, so how do I take this trade? Enter, put your stop loss, take profit, and forget about it. Then you wait for the next trade. There, the price goes below. Let me show it to you. The price goes below. Now it's just going sideways, so it's not a lot of action. So even when I say a lot of action, it's important in manual trading. When I apply these strategies, it's important when you trade them. I'm based in Bulgaria, in Europe, so I usually trade after London opens. And if I do some annual trading in the afternoon, I wait for New York to open. This is where we have a little bit more volatility with euro dollar. because euro is in the morning in Europe, in London during the stock exchange, and the dollar in the afternoon. And I have a very nice strategy that you can trade manually with just price action and lines and entry points, which we shared in our prop firm course. And in this course, I added this robot automatically, and I added it for free. So this strategy, you can trade with a robot. With AI Studio, you can export with one click, which is very good. You export the code and you can put it on MetaTrader platform. You can see the code, but the strategy you can download from the course, which we called in the past the complete FTMO challenge course, because FTMO was probably the only challenge like many years ago, the only prop firm many years ago. And we named it this way, but this course is for any prop firm. And we decided with my team to share it for free with everybody who joins. So it's 4,090 euro. And Marin, please drop the coupon in the chat so everybody can apply the coupon and download the course, which is probably one of the best courses I've ever recorded in terms of content and in terms of value, because I include many strategies. I include many free expert advisors and robots, and I explain how to trade them manually, just as I showed. So if you go through the sections, you can see that, as I said, during the course, I use the FTMO, but I'm not a fan of the prop firm anymore after they banned my accounts, because I had a few profitable funded accounts and they decided to ban my account. Probably you've seen the YouTube video of mine. So I'm not using this prop firm anymore, but the course was recorded over it. And it's, anyways, after that, we modified the strategy so it's applicable for all prop firms. And here there is a manual trading part, which is that one, the setups, different setups. So when it catches a quick move after London opens, there is a FIP indicator strategy, there is 20 moving average, FIPS breakout, a few manual trading strategies that I apply for quite a long time, and they work really well for me. And then we've decided to add the strategy for this euro-dollar strategy. And if you click on that, so in this lecture, you can see a detailed explanation about the strategy, and there is the option to download the robot, so you can download that robot for free. And you can see that we updated the robot back in May 2024. And once I uploaded back on AI Studio, and I checked, because I was wondering which strategy to share for free on this webinar, I just decided to share the strategy that is still performing really well. Okay, so the only thing I didn't share is the entry time. I've added that option in the expert that you can control between what hour and what hour to trade, which in manual trading, obviously, as I said, I usually take the volatility during the London opening or New York opening. Or if you're in Asia, you can trade after Tokyo opens. Right, so you can download this robot for free from the course, and you can see detailed explanations about how the strategy works. Plus, there are 4 different manual trading strategies which you can get. And I believe there were 2-3 more robots on different time frames that you can download. And if you want to, I need just 5 more minutes to finish this up.
Sure.
If you want to see any of the robots, and on my YouTube channel, on Petko Alexandrov YouTube channel, I share a lot of free robots. So once you get a download, and if you like to trade with SabioTrade a manual strategy, and you see a robot from me, what you can do, I'll show it to you. For example, usually I share some of the robots that are very profitable from our apps. For example, the prop firm robots app. In the academy, we are automatically generating many strategies here. For example, and recently there is one that is super profitable for quite a long time. So this is the backtest for the last 5 years, and you can see the strategy that ends on 6594, 594. It is the top strategy for the last 5 years, for the last 1 year, for the last 1 month. It's for the dollar yen. So let's share the strategy for free, Marin, as well, if you're okay with that. So can I drop it in the chat, or can we give a link to it? Let me know how we can share the strategy for me. If you can add it for as a free product on the website and just share it with the people, and the webinar will be great. So I'll send that to Marin, and he will figure out quickly how to.
Just send me the strategy. I will drop it in the chat, and we can.
Okay, cool. I can drop it in the chat, I believe. Yeah, all right. I want to share this strategy for free, guys, because it's really profitable one. So once you have the free strategy, what you can do is you can import it back at AI Studio. You can import back any expert advisor, right? So you see it losing because of the huge lot. Now let me see why that's losing. Yeah, Studio, just a second. There is a lot of features here, like the data horizon. I'll need a second. What I wanted to say is that you can import back any. Yeah, okay, so here is the strategy, here is the balance chart. It's much more active strategy. So you see what happened, it was losing once I uploaded it. This was because of the huge lot. Okay, so if you see, if you start increasing the lots, 1 lot is okay, it makes a lot of money. 2 lots, it's okay, makes more money. If I go to 5 lots, boom, account is blown. We've sold that in the academy with the prop firm SabioTrade, which is especially designed for prop firms. By yeah, so that's, as I said, 1% per trade is my ultimate, and that's what we chase. So in this case, once you enter your account, if you go for, let's say, 10K challenge, it automatically calculates with what lot size you should be trading in a 10K challenge. And here are like the max risk and max lot. So as I said, 1% per trade is the golden middle for me, right? Of course, if you want to go riskier, that's okay, but you should always take a smart risk. And that strategy uses directional indicators. So it uses D line crosses DI line negative upward and boost power. Okay, so you guys can take screenshots here if you want, or I guess there will be a recording after that of that strategy. This is the second entry rule, and the candle color is the exit bearish candle color formed, and stop loss 42, take profit is 90, a little bit more than 1-to-2 risk reward ratio. But I'll leave that for a homework because I don't want to make that too long. You have the strategy, you can download it, but then you can upload it back in Expert Advisor Studio with a free trial, so you don't need to purchase it. With a free trial, you can upload it back, and you can change the stop loss, the take profit. You can add other indicators to see if that's better or worse. And that's why I said such tools as AI Studio, and there are many more that we use, taught me how to find profitable strategies. Because imagine if I have to do that on a demo account, or if I have to backtest every single change, like if I have to backtest strategy with 30 pips, how long I will spend to see that it's worse. Or if I have to test it, and then I'll go to 10, and then I'll go to 50, and I go to 60 and 70, and there are so many variations, right? Between stop loss and take profit, between different indicators. And I used to do that in the past, so I really appreciate these apps, because in the past I was backtesting manually strategies, and it was taking tons of time, months, to see which is the right indicator for a certain strategy. So now you can easily actually upload it back here and download it, upload it back here. and see the parameters, and you can easily apply that on any platform, on SabioTrade, on whatever platform you use for trading. You can apply that on the chart, put the indicators. Once you see the entry, enter, put your stop loss, take profit, good risk reward ratio, and you will I believe you will end up being more profitable than if you put emotions into it, right? Because if you follow a strict strategy, no matter with robots or manual, because there are some downsides of robots. Okay, there are some downsides, guys, which I've covered in a lot of my videos: the historical data, the execution speed of the brokers, and so on. So that's why I said I do both. I do algo trading and I use manual trading. Because with manual trading, when I have a good strategy, that there is a good back test, because this is like 860 count of trade, 860 times these rules were applied starting from 2020 as something sustainable. It's much more than if I don't have that back test, right? So if you find your comfort zone of right risk, where you're comfortable risking, let's say 1 risk per trade, as I said, and the right time during the day, whenever you're comfortable trading. So you don't necessarily need to, I mean, if you're in the States, you don't need to, or if you're in Australia, you don't need to stay and wait London opening. Whenever you're comfortable, to spend a few hours a day with a fixed strategy, this will make a difference. But have a look whenever you have the time, have a look at the free course. I'm sure it will, it's not free, it's free for the people in the webinar, but have a look at that course and check out all of the strategies, which we update from time to time whenever it's needed. We update it. Yeah, and I see Marin dropped a discount of 50% from the prop app, which we usually don't do such huge discounts, but as I said, we appreciate everybody joining. So from here, you can download 20 strategies, and it might look simple, but it's a lot of resources behind these apps that we put, especially the prop firm robots. There are a few very powerful servers that are running 24/7. We are generating strategies. We are automatically filtering them and pushing in the app just the top ones. So we can see that some were added to the app 17 days ago, 10 days ago, 1 month ago. So this is a pure forward test, a pure simulation of live trading. And I know that this, so I don't do demo trading anymore because the apps pretty much simulate the demo trading. And just have a look at the apps and think of them. Because the thing is, most people, when they ask me what to buy, which robot, which strategy builder, which app, they expect immediately to make profits. And I'm always very transparent, and I share that it's not a guarantee. Even you start trading this dollar yen robot that I just showed to you, there is never a guarantee that it will perform like that. It is profiting right now. It is profiting in the last we created it 20. Okay, so we created 21 days ago. We generated 21 days ago. Automatically, we saw that it's profitable for the last 1 month, for the last 1 year, for the last 5 years, and it was pushed in the app 17 days ago. And since 17 days, it's trading on a virtual environment, and we are trading it obviously on challenges. And it's profitable now, but there is no guarantee that it will be profitable in the next 1 week or 2, right? So that's why I said there are downsides when trading with expert advisors. There's never a guarantee. This is why when you use a robot, when you use an EA builder, it is much recommended to learn how the strategy behind it works, so you know what to expect. And if it happens that it's a losing trade, okay, so here is a profitable trade with strategy, there is a losing trade with the strategy, because just the market went to the stop loss, right? It hit the stop loss, that not the take profit. And you have to accept the fact that there will be losing trades with every strategy. And lastly, I would like to say that to everybody, don't trust anybody, especially YouTubers. because there are YouTubers who are showing trading, and I've seen a lot of channels, especially for prop firms, and what they do this clickbait videos where they say, I passed challenge with 1 trade. Obviously, they bought 10 challenges, they took 10 trades, and they will pass one eventually, but they will just earn more from YouTube than what they will learn from the challenge, right? So don't trust anybody who doesn't show you a proof that the strategy is profitable. For me, and not as a YouTuber, but as a trader, for me, the proof is that the back test, or the proof is all of the results we share on the website. We share all of our accounts or live trading challenges. We share all of our accounts publicly, so it's transparent. Because I find myself, and actually someone I had an interview with from a huge brand told me that I'm a trader who is YouTubing. So that there is different. There are, and I know some more YouTubers who are traders that are YouTubing, traders who are showing their trading transparently, and stay away from the people who are YouTubers and trying to be traders, because they do these clickbait videos, and their channels are huge. Obviously, I don't want my channel be huge for that reason. I don't aim at misleading people. So be very careful. Try to define your risk tolerance and risk zone. But as I said, 1% per trade is good enough with a fixed strategy that brings that has a good back test, and that you can see after some time. So even you don't do anything with the strategy now, you can just monitor how it's going, right? You can apply the indicators and you can just monitor and see a few trades. You can just draw a few lines. Okay, I enter here. What happens? Take profit. I enter there. What happens? Stop loss. Do that 10 times and see if that strategy is profitable for you, right? Test it after 1 month ago. But the most important thing, last one, Oleg, is that you don't stop learning, don't stop improving. And that was one of the questions I believe Oleg asked me about the trends. It's always something new going on. It's always something new to learn. So try every day to learn something new, a new strategy, a new backtest, a new system, a new challenge, a new method to try to pass the challenge. Don't be afraid to fail a few challenges. I failed a lot, and I'm happy I failed a lot, because if I didn't, if I was to find the right strategy from the beginning, I would be probably making a few percent a month and sit comfortably. Okay, that's it. But when you lose, you wake up, right? You want to recover it. You want to improve. You want to make more than what you've done. So don't be satisfied with what you have. Always look for new strategies, for new robots, for new strategies, for new prop firms, for new ways to diversify your portfolio. That's very important. Okay, Oleg, did I say a lot, or you want me to continue?
It's okay. I think it's fine for now. Let's like summarize the main points you highlighted. If I understood you correctly, we have this backtesting tool that actually helps us to understand if the strategy actually is really worth of like trading. Yeah. Exactly. If we see that this approach, like any approach that we found in the internet, found that it like works during the last months, and we decided that, okay, I'm going to follow this strategy. And then we put these parameters into the backtesting tool, and got the result that is not appropriate. We need to tune it to have a long-term result from 2008, right? As you like showed
it's just, it does, as I said, it doesn't guarantee, but it increases the chances a lot. Because if you're using it with different parameters, let's say take profit of 20 pips, there's a huge difference. It's still the same strategy, just the take profit is much smaller than what should be, right? And if it executed the strategy with these parameters like 860 times, it's much higher chance that in the future the strategy will continue profiting rather than if you were using that take profit or anything else, right?
I
Yeah.
see. So what strategy can our clients like use and trade after like this webinar, right after the one that you showed with MACD, right?
Yeah, this one that I've built here, it's very sustainable. And I say sustainable because it's been profitable. I think I recorded this course in 2020 or 2021. Marvin might correct me here, but it's been profitable for quite a long time. And that's why I decided to share it in the video, and that's why it's still in the course. If for any reason it becomes losing strategy, obviously I will do my best to improve it. I'll play with the settings of the stop loss and take profit, and I will change it so it's that strategy, I believe. Yeah, envelopes and MACD. But yeah, definitely your clients with manual trading can try this strategy, and that's the reason we shared as well the course for free, because there are a few more strategies and setups that I've shared here, and I demonstrated how I'm passing challenges with these methods that still work. At least for the moment they work, and they've been working for the last few years, so I believe they will work for a bit longer at least.
Okay, I
Yeah.
got you.
And at the end, I wanted to ask you, I said that I'll ask you a few questions, if that's okay, Alec.
Okay,
Because
sure.
I like to ask this with every prop firm I use, either in calls or in webinars. Can you share what okay, I have three questions, but let's summarize it in one because we are almost 1 hour.
Okay.
Don't want to make that longer. Because that's a question that also my subscribers ask me. How, when a new client comes to you, how do you guarantee to them that they can withdraw the payouts? Because at the end of the day, that's the main thing, right? Many prop firms find a reason not to pay out. So you pass the challenge, get funded, you request a payout, and they say, oh, you've broken that rule, you've broken that rule. Can you share what are your rules or conditions under which a trader can request a withdrawal and be sure that they didn't broke? Because probably I should have asked you that in the beginning, because I hope the strategy that I show doesn't break any of the rules, right? Because if you say now that they cannot use, for example, stop loss or take profit, that the strategy becomes useless. So can you say what are the conditions under which a trader
Sure.
can request a withdrawal?
Speaking about trading, yeah, because like withdrawal is the second stage. First of all, you need to pass the assessment and earn something, yeah, to take a withdrawal. So the often question that we get is like about if we have any restrictions about like trading, any trading strategies that are forbidden in using. No, we do not have. Obviously, that we don't have MT4, MT5 platforms, and automatic trading is also not like it's not possible. So that's why actually we asked you to tell our clients about how they can use some robots in manual. Because actually, if we speak about prop firms and the percentage they pay to clients, they are ready to pay such a big amount, like 80% or 90%, depending on the tariff, yeah, only for like exclusive strategy, yeah, not the strategy that somebody copies and then simply like we have like 10 or like 15 clients trading the same strategy, completely the same, yeah, if you speak about automated trading.
Yeah,
Obviously
that's the problem with MetaTrader, and that's another downside with robots, especially when I show a robot for free on YouTube. Many traders start using the same robot, the same strategy on one prop firm, and the prop firm denies payouts even to me. So that's an issue.
You see, it's obvious, yeah, as for me, because I agree that it's not fair. But if we speak about like the like diversification, Yeah, robots do not give diversification to prop firms. I think this is the main issue, and like that's actually that's why we want to like have like our traders all opportunities to trade manually using robots, using any analysis. But please let it be like individual trading. Yeah. Let it come from you. So speaking about the withdrawal and depositing process in our company, they are really fast and easy. As for depositing, you can deposit through the cryptocurrency, through the bank card. You can withdraw through the wire transfer, and very, very soon we'll introduce crypto withdrawal. We do not have any limitations on withdrawals in frames of time and amount. So it means that we like allow you to withdraw money even every day. You can make a request, it will be processed, and you will get your money. So like that is actually one of the like main features that we have, because we understand that now like all brokers, they have plus minus the same conditions, they have plus minus the same platforms, but the one who has the best speed of execution of withdrawals will win the race. Yeah. So that's why we like pay attention to it. And if there are any occasions on the side of the bank, because as you know, sometimes different banks, they hold the payment or they turn it back. We are always on the line with the client and ready to help him to solve his issues.
All right. So when it comes, just to continue a little bit this question, if because that's a huge problem I'm facing recently. As I said, I'm a trader who is YouTubing his strategies, and quite often I share strategies for free. When people download it and put it on prop firm on a MetaTrader, and obviously after some of my videos, hundreds of people put the same robot on the same platform, and they see this same trades coming from different accounts. They recognize that. So how's that's a problem for the prop firms if they are transferring the trades to a bigger like 8cap recently, right? 8cap recently closed door for many prop firms. I don't know if you know that, but they were like giving MetaTrader to, let's say, 20, 30. If the prop firm, that's something I can't really understand. If the prop firm is transferring the trades to huge broker or liquidity provider, why does 100 profitable traders become a problem for them?
I don't know. You need to ask these prop firms. You see, to be honest, because we don't have such kind of problems, and we have a licensed broker, Quad Code Markets, and like we work with them.
So you're transferring the trades. You're transferring the trades to the bigger broker, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if there are 5 people, let's say from this webinar, 5 people start using the strategy, and if it's manual, then it's highly unlikely that they will be the same trades, right? Because one will open today, the other one will open after tomorrow. But if let's say 5 people open the same trade, is that a problem or not?
No, that's not a problem, you see, because we don't have this in our terms and conditions that if somebody else trades the same strategy as you, then you abuse the rules. Yeah, we don't have this.
Okay, so that was my question.
So, and actually, you see, that's the reason actually we want as much as possible, like of our traders, to trade profitable strategies. That's why we asked you to share your strategy. We also have like several other mentors with their own strategies that like we have, I don't know, dozens of clients who trade with them, and they make money, and actually they're happy, we are happy, and there is no conflict here.
All right. Anyways, I always suggest the traders that they should change, if they pick any of the strategies I share for free, for example, they can slightly change, right? So instead of take profit of 75, you can go for 70. This will still remain a profitable strategy, right? So, and I believe when people find a profitable strategy, even this one, and you start using it, just play a little bit, change a little bit the settings, just modify it a little bit so it's unique. So even you don't have that, problem. somehow people protect themselves from being copied or from being correlated with other traders, right? So every time I suggest that people should change a little bit the strategy, but a little bit, right? Not too much, because as I showed to you, actually this one with the H4 the H1, you can see that it works really well as well with a smaller take profit. Still a very profitable strategy recently. Yeah, but change a little bit the settings if you are afraid that you're taking the same trades as with others. Okay, that was my question. If anybody has questions in the chat, we can have another 10-15 minutes, if that's okay, or
I think
even
let's
5 minutes.
let's do it in 5 minutes.
Okay,
I have
let's do it
another
in 5.
meeting more. So the first question, I see the list of questions, and the first question came from Carlos Gili, and it is, are we focusing on SabioTrade platform or on MT5? The answer is that we do not have MetaTrader. We don't plan to have MetaTrader, and that's why we're speaking about SabioTrade platform for manual trading. But you can perform analysis, use bots on MT5, and then manually open the trades on our platform, and like it will be completely okay. That's actually the idea of using robots in manual trading.
Yeah.
The second question, what platform is using SabioTrade? I already answered it. It's our own trading platform that we created on our own. And like it's not like MT45 or any other platforms. And the third question, again, about MT5. Yeah, we do not have MT5 and we do not use AAs, but you can use them on your own and trade manually with SabioTrade. Then there is a question about another, like I think another company, if it's good for algo or not. Like I don't know. Like I cannot answer this question. It's not about our
is it
company.
the MP funds or something? I don't know as well. I've never used them. I cannot say. I'll share my experience if I knew that, but I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, colleagues, let me like also I would like to give some like present from our side, because I see that Petko gave us a lot of discounts. Yeah, let me give some additional like motivation for you to start trading and using the automated strategies manually here at SabioTrade. Especially for you, we designed a new promo code that all attendants of this webinar are able to use to get a 25% discount for buying the assessment plan. So this code is now, you can see it, EA Academy. You can see it on Zoom chat. Let me also share the screen. I will show you how to insert this coupon for you to know for sure how to do it. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So colleagues, after you enter at SabioTrade personal area, you need to go to the billing section, then choose the plan you want to buy. And in the field coupon code, you simply paste and apply the coupon. And as you can see, you'll have the discount for any plan to buy. So, speaking about the opportunity of communication with us, with our traders, we also would like to invite you to our Telegram chat, where we discuss all the questions regarding trading. Also you can ask mentors there about how to trade, how to use different trading strategies. So let me send you the link to our Telegram chat as well here. Also, as far as I remember, we also have a support from you, Petko, right? You have your support email
People are welcome to ask any questions.
that people can write you directly to get the support from you. So
I think
this
only
link
Oleg,
is,
I think I was just still sharing my screen. I stopped now, so if you can, people said in the chat that they didn't see where they can use the code.
They
So if you
didn't
can
see.
share it
Okay,
again.
just a moment,
I
not a
stopped the share
problem.
it. Yeah.
Let me share it. Can you see it right now?
Yeah, now it's okay.
Okay, so here we are at our personal area. You need to go to the billing section, choose the plan you want to buy, and in the field coupon code, you need to paste EA Academy and press apply. And then you will get your discount for any plan to buy.
Now I think it was visible.
Okay. Let's check. Do we have any other questions? So far, no. Maybe on Zoom chat as well. No. So
if there are no questions, it was we did our job well.
Yeah.
We explained clearly. So I thank you very much for inviting me to the webinar. It will be a pleasure to do it again whenever you want. And
My pleasure.
if there are any questions from people joining, you can drop an email, right, to Telegram on SabioTrade. It will be a pleasure to answer to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, colleagues, for watching, for joining, and we wish you successful trading with SabioTrade.
Cheers.
Yeah. Bye.